Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest of boxing. My thoughts. I got some specials. You know I do it all. I mix it up. Just got back. I'm in the Bay Area from New York. Long week, but it was fun. I was able to network, meet some people, and I covered the Golovkin-Jacobs fight. And it was my first time in New York. I enjoyed it. I would definitely go back. And I didn't get to get everywhere that I wanted to, but enough of that. Another fight coming up. KELL BROOK, basically, versus ERROL SPENCE, the truth. Now, a lot of fans, their tweets and stuff, and I try to get to everybody. I clearly can't answer the volume of messages that I get. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that. But some of you guys are impatient, right? Because they didn't have the date, and I made videos saying, hey, they're competing with the soccer date in the same venue in Sheffield. A lot of you guys got scared and impatient, saying, oh, KELL BROOK's going to pull out with injury and the fight's not happening. But I'm on Sky Sports, their verified page, evident by the blue check mark. And what do we have here? Patience, my people. Let me find it. Wow. KELL BROOK conference called. KELL BROOK will face ERROL SPENCE Jr. at a press conference on Wednesday. There you have it. Today is Tuesday. The fight's still on, and in that press conference, they're gonna, I'm presuming, do a face-off and also announce the date of the official fight, when it's gonna happen. But that's what it is, man. I'll link to Sky Sports article in here, but yeah, it's a done deal. There was speculation. I don't know. People are saying, oh, I don't know, the fight's taking too long. You guys just got to be patient. So I'm happy for that. KELL BROOK, I don't know what this is, but he said, oh, shaking my head. Oh, Danny won the 12. He's responding to the, I see the date. He shaking his head at the announcement of Golovkin winning. Danny playing with fire, switching to southpaw. I'm rocking with Danny. Could have went either way. Yeah, Golovkin-Jacobs, I'm real glad I went. That was a good fight. Oh, that's a cool throwback picture. Robert Easter and ERROL SPENCE in 2012. So, like I said, fight's on. I'm looking forward to it. You know, on my channel, I'm going to do a tell the tape. I'll probably do a 7 reasons. It's funny because I got 7 reasons wrong in recent memory, and that was the Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, and people they were happy. Oh yeah, she got one wrong, but then I didn't have time. Well, I had a couple other reasons why I didn't do the Danny Jacobs Triple G one, and people were begging for it practically. Oh, what about 7 reasons are you gonna do? So it's like, y'all gotta make up your mind. I don't have to be doing the 7 reasons, and in fact, out of all the edits, those probably take the longest because I go in deep. Pause. But I'm looking forward to this. ERROL SPENCE says he's the lion of the division, and this is the fight to prove it. KELL BROOK is not a small welterweight. In fact, he went up to middleweight and fought Golovkin, who just beat Daniel Jacobs, so has a certified name on his resume, and he held his own in spots. I mean, he ended up getting stopped, but at the end of the day, he held his own, and KELL BROOK has skills. He showed those skills, because this is my opinion. This is how I break down fights, and from what I've seen. From what I've seen in the KELL BROOK Golovkin fight, I would consider Golovkin being exposed, and it's based on the situation. Based on the situation that he didn't get exposed in the sense that he lost the fight, but I don't think you have to lose a fight to get exposed. To show, expose means to show. So there's a lot of things you can show even in victory. Someone may not have their strongest performance, right? Maybe they showed a weakness that a person has, right? Even though they lost and got stopped, you just couldn't complete it. I mean, it reminds me of playing video games, if you will, and I'm the king of analogies, but like, let's say Mario Brothers. I'm playing, and there's certain parts where Mario would have to run and jump over a pit If you fall in that pit, it's game over. You lose, right? And you have to find a way to cross over to the side, and then you try it, and then you fall in the pit, die, then you restart, and then you get to that point again, you try it again, and maybe you barely miss it, right? But you do it a couple of times, and then let's say your last time you went and you fall into the pit, but you still seen something that you didn't like. Oh, before I jump, if I jump on this mushroom or this block and then I jump over, then that'll give me the proper clearance and I'll be able to make it over. Or look above, there's a question box and I just have to hit that, or make sure I don't hit, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff. If you guys play video games, you should know what I'm talking about. But there's little things, even though your character lost, even though you fell into the pit, you seen a way to get across that jump, you know what I mean? Even though you failed the first time. And I think that's what it was with KELL BROOK. Even though he failed in terms of he lost, he no longer has an unblemished record, but he exposed what Golovkin is not good at. Inside fighting, if you take stands and stand your ground, uppercuts, he's definitely a sucker for the uppercut. And to me, from watching the fight, Golovkin went out there like a madman and abandoned what he normally does well. Actually, versus Daniel Jacobs, I give it to Golovkin because he was a lot more methodical in his approach, and I think it's because he knew that he could not fuck around with Danny Jacobs' power. He probably felt it, and just knowing that Jacobs stopped quilling. And Danny Jacobs said the same thing post-fight. Shout out to my dude Danny Jacobs. You won the fight, in my opinion. But Golovkin knew he couldn't, like, he really couldn't take the wrong shot, or a shot he didn't see coming from a big middleweight, right? But versus KELL BROOK, I think the power, he probably felt KELL BROOK's power, but he probably felt like I could just bulldoze him and he won't be able to take it before I won't be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? So he piled it on thick and he threw game planning out the window, and that's why he looks sloppier. And you guys can say whatever, oh, you hate Golovkin, but Abel Sanchez said the same thing. He even said on the HBO 24/7 for the Jacobs fight. I think he said the exact word sloppy. Golovkin got a little sloppy in there versus KELL BROOK. I mean, it's a fact. You guys, you radical fans kill me. It's like if someone says anything that you don't want to hear, then it's because they're racist or they hate the fighter. It's not that. KELL BROOK did a good job, and especially considering the situation, not being a true middleweight and not basically having time to acclimate and stuff like that. KELL BROOK. So I think that's why people say this whole exposed thing, because he did much better than people expected. He never even got knocked down. I mean, even Daniel Jacobs got knocked down. And if you think of it, KELL BROOK got stopped, but he didn't get knocked down. So you got to put that in perspective. So he's obviously a smart fighter. That's why it's a dangerous fight for ERROL Spence. Put that in perspective. I just thought about that right now. Daniel Jacobs, I mean, obviously he didn't get stopped and he took Golovkin the distance, but he got knocked down. KELL BROOK, moving up his first fight there, never was off, he never had his butt on the canvas, never was off of the ground, you know what I'm saying? So KELL BROOK can scrap, that's what it is. So I'm looking forward to it. The ERROL Spence fight press conference, I need to try to reach out. I need a UK connect, man, to start covering these events for me. But let me know what you guys think. Who are you picking to win this fight? It should be a good one. KELL BROOK, again, they're both big welterweights. They both have size, so I can't wait to see how they match up in the physical, because pictures and stuff like that, Matt ERROL Spence, not KELL BROOK, it's still different when you see him face to face. Like when people seen Canelo and Amir Khan for the first time, like, oh, hey, they're about the same height. I thought Canelo would be much bigger looking. So I always want to get that first impression and see what I see. Shout out to them both for taking this fight, Brooke and Spence. I'm looking forward to it. But all the people being impatient, saying KELL pulled out or the fight's not happening, it's happening. They're doing a press conference and the official date will be announced, and I'll probably make an updated video. Let me know what you guys think. Who are you picking to win? Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.